Like ek
Yeah.
tera, ek mera, ek tera. What
Mm.
New Zealand is going to do to us spinners? More so, his reaction after he got out was much more surprising.
So the Indian squad for the Champions Trophy has been finally announced. The deadline was today at midnight by Dubai time. India, surprisingly, not leaving it to the last moment and announcing it before that. I think this was announced by ICC because the squad email was sent to the organizers, and ICC had to announce it whenever they wanted to. They could have announced it tomorrow, or they could have announced now. So there are quite a few surprises. So yeah, without wasting much time, let's get into it. So the squad is more or less, the crux of the squad is almost the same. It's just some three traveling reserves which have been added. So Yashasvi Jaiswal was added as the backup opener in the squad. Um, Released on 18th of February. That is when we released our first podcast as well. So yes, Yashasvi Jaiswal has been removed from the main squad. He's been added to the traveling reserves along with a Mohammad Shiraj and a Shivam Dubey. And Varun Chakravarti has been roped into the squad in place of Yashasvi Jaiswal as a mystery spin option for the Dubai pitches, as India is going to play most of the matches in Dubai. But the biggest of them all, the shocker, or as to say that we expected it to happen, Jasprit Bumrah has been ruled out of the tournament because of the back injury which he has. It's sad. Do you think this will falter India's chances in the Champions Trophy, Jinansh, or do you think India has the power to get through the series without him as well?
Um, yes, I mean Jasprit Bumrah would be. It would make a lot more difference if Jasprit Bumrah would have been there in the squad. But we all knew at the back of the mind that Jasprit Bumrah may not make it to the Champions Trophy. Anyway, so anyway, like from the start, like I thought so. Even in the previous World Cup, it was Shami who was much more impactful than Jasprit Bumrah. Jasprit
True.
Bumrah has been impactful in this last 1 year, no doubt. But
Mm.
for the
Yeah.
50 over format, it was actually Mohammad Shami who was much more impactful than
Mm.
Jasprit Bumrah. But
Mm.
so that way, I would say that India still have a chance provided our batting depth. I mean, provided we bat very well, like the way we batted during the 23 World Cup as well. So
Yeah.
we are still favorites amongst that. The
Mm.
only problem which I have with the team selection is that now in the squad you have got five spinners,
Mm.
no backup opener, no backup, um, no backup pacer, and you've got five spinners. I mean, that is what is really confusing. Like, you should have at least added a seeming bowling all rounder in the squad instead of a Varun Chakravarti. Like, you have Kuldeep Yadav already, you have Akshar Patel, Ravindra Jadeja, Washington Sundar. You have that. So, or I mean, then what was the need to add a Varun Chakravarti? Okay, or else if you added a Varun Chakravarti, then you should have removed Washington Sundar and added a Shivam Dubey instead of him. So you would have your middle order again, uh, cemented. You have a nice middle order with a seamer as well in like a Shivam Dubey. So you
Mm.
had that, but again, like as I told you, like the selection is really confusing at this moment. But I still think like India can make it to the finals at least with the score.
So yeah, I mean, for me also, the shocker was the addition of Varun Chakravarti, because in my opinion, I did not think that he did anything extraordinary to in that the only match he was tested. Obviously, he might be playing tomorrow's match as well. For the viewers, it's going to be today because we're going to upload it when the match starts. But I don't think Varun Chakravarti did something which was making his point to get him into the squad and not the traveling reserve. I was more than happy to get him as a traveling reserve because you can take as many traveling reserves as you want because there was a squad of 50 traveling in the BGT with
That's right.
the likes of Khalil Ahmed and stuff. But to get in Varun Chakravarti inside in the squad when there is a very able wrist spinner in Kuldeep Yadav, I did not see the point coming,
That's what.
because so to say, nothing personal with Varun Chakravarti, but his accolades in the T20 tournament or the T20 format, as to say, is because of the high risk batting style of the batters. So he's a mystery spinner. If the batters are taking risks towards him, then he might have been successful. But is the same going to happen in the longer format? And even if it happens, I don't know how the team is going to make him play over Kuldeep Yadav in those tournaments, in those matches, as per se, because yes, you can start him in a match like a Bangladesh. That is the only match I feel he can feature. Rest of the matches, I don't think he can feature as well. So
I mean,
even with the
against
case
New
of,
Zealand, he made. Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
go
Go
on,
on.
go on, go on.
No, I was just saying, like your spinners will work against Pakistan and Bangladesh, but against New Zealand, I mean, New Zealand are going to hit you. Like we can see right now what is happening, how New
Yeah,
Zealand is
yeah,
posing in that Tri Nation series, how they are batting against Pakistani spinners as well.
yes, yes.
So, like your spinners are not going to be that effective against New Zealand. So I'm really
Mm,
not sure why they are going with such subpar, you know, squad, such a
mm,
confusing squad wherein you don't have even have one backup pacer. That's the amount of trust you're showing on your spinners that they'll do the job, and you are
mm,
literally demeaning the other players who are actually very good at playing spin. We saw that last year in the test
yeah,
how New
yeah,
Zealand were against spin.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I was getting at. As the pace brigade looks definitely weak. As you saw, Mohammad Shami is not in his prime in the two matches which we saw. Even in the T20 matches which we saw, he was even getting tired in the 4 overs, let alone the 10 overs he is going to bowl. That was also in the humid conditions of Dubai.
True.
So to not get a pacer in the form of Mohammad Siraj, and to over rely on someone who is playing his first tournament, as to say Harshit Rana and Harshdeep Singh, for that matter. Singh has played the T20 World Cup, but in the ODI format he hasn't played anything more than that. The pace brigade looks very inexperienced, and I was reading a very crucial stat that in the current T20 league, which was played on the Dubai wickets, the highest wicket taker was a pacer and not the spinner. At this point
Yeah.
of the time of the year where pacers are going to be more effective and not the spinners. Yes, spinners do get effective when you go more later in the year. So at this point of time, when Pacers are getting so many wickets in the T20 leagues in Dubai wickets, and to go on with just three Pacers, in which I think Shami and Harshdeep make the cut in the 11, and I think Harshdeep or sorry Harshit gets to be the backup. So I don't know what thinking was there, especially when knowing that you don't have a Jasprit Bumrah to be added in the squad. Yeah, I mean, only Gautam Gambhir or the
To
squad
be honest,
or the captain can answer those questions on what they have thought. But yeah, go on.
no, no, and to be honest, I don't even think like I mean I don't want that to happen, but I don't know. Like looking at Shami bowling at the moment, we'll comment much more after tomorrow's match. But looking at Shami's pace and everything, I really don't think that Shami would be given even a chance because the kind of favoritism at the moment is going around. You,
Hmm.
I mean, you know where I'm coming from. The KKR
Yeah, yeah.
kind of thing, the
Yes,
favoritism
yes,
is happening.
yes.
So
Hmm.
I really think that Kuldeep, I mean Varun Chakravarti and Harshit Rana would be preferred over a Kuldeep and a Shami once we enter the Champions Trophy, especially against Bangladesh.
If you
If that is
see,
going
if
to be
you
the case, then it would be
Yeah, if
really
you have seen
like
Ravichandran Ashwin in his YouTube videos, he has been a very big promoter of, big fan of Varun Chakravarti. But still, he mentioned that to compare Varun Chakravarti in the ODI format with the Kuldeep Yadav is foolishness. So I don't know
total
what
foolish.
thinking that is, but I mean, it's out of my out of my thinking that what the thinking was while making the squad, especially when I wouldn't have mind if they would have went the same squad, but they have added another bowler, so that should have been a pacer and not a spinner.
Yeah, unless we are thinking something else. I
Yeah.
mean, unless we are thinking something else, what Rohit Sharma and Gautam Gambhir are thinking.
Mm,
I don't know. I don't really think, like, by looking at the I T20 matches as well, where a pacer is taking wickets. I mean,
mm,
considering, yes, now it's a bit cooler in March, but in March it will be still be cooler during the nights. It
yeah.
will be. I mean, it will be a bit cold. Like it's not going to be massive, like summer, like 40 degrees straight away. It's going to be around that 20, 22, 25 degrees in the night.
Mm,
So it's going to
mm,
be cooler.
mm.
So not taking. I mean, not taking a pacer. It's really, I mean, the pitches are not going to be that dry, so I mean, I really have my reservations with this with the final squad which has been announced.
And also, if you see the average scores are going to be somewhere around 260 to 270.
Yeah,
So this fanaticism about having the batting order until 8 out of the point, because if you're chasing a 270 score, and if you have that heavy batting lineup until 7, and you cannot chase or back your batters to chase somewhere around 260 270, and you need always a backup or a batter who can bat at 8, then I think you're not banking on your batters a lot. You're just banking on that Akshar Patel or Jadeja, or the one who's coming 7 8. So I don't know what that thinking is always, of that you need a batter at 8, and that is why this because India doesn't produce much of pace all rounders. But if that was the case, that they needed a batter and a bowling option, then they would have gone, as you said, with the Shivam Dube
yeah,
in
that's
the
what.
squad, not a traveling reserve.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yes,
you want to elaborate more on that, because it makes much more sense to have that batting option, or
yeah. You
you
have
could have gone
Shivam
with Nitish
Dubey.
Reddy as well.
Yeah, I mean, Nitish Reddy can't come in because he's injured at the moment. So
Oh yeah,
that's,
yeah.
yeah, so that's there. But now you, since you have taken Shivam Dubey in the squad, then
Mm,
I mean, s- assuming like you go for your, I mean, assuming we are making a Champions Trophy team against Bangladesh, we are going to
yeah,
keep till Aksar is going to be the same.
yeah.
After Aksar, it's going to be whoever, like whether it will be KL Rahul or Pant, that's fine. Now we come
Mm,
to the bowler. So your batsmen are Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill,
Virat Kohli,
Virat Kohli. Then
Shreyas Iyer,
number four Shreyas, number five
Akshar.
Aksar, number six Pant or what whoever.
Mm,
Then number seven, who was that?
Jadeja.
Jadeja.
Mm,
Then now comes your bowlers 8, 9, 10, 11. So now
mm.
eight, your number eight batsman, I mean bowler will be one pacer would be there. That will
No,
be
you missed
Shami.
Hardik Pandya. You missed
Oh
the Hardik
sorry.
Pandya in between there.
Oh
So
sorry.
yeah.
So number eight Hardik Pandya. Now
Mm,
9, 10, and 11, three bowlers will take.
mm.
So now
Yeah,
which three bowlers you'll take? One spinner will be there in that Kuldeep,
yeah.
and then you'll take Shami, and then you'll take Harshit or
But as you
Arshdeep.
said, as per the favoritism, I won't be surprised if there will be Harshit Rana and
Yeah,
Arshdeep.
assuming that's what I'm saying. But do you
Yeah,
think like even by after watching the match, Harshit's like the spell,
yeah,
even he was actually a bit tired. Even I could see like he doesn't have that the way he has been fast tracked into this Indian squad. He has
yeah.
not played much Ranji. He has not played much VHT. He has only played
Mm,
IPL, and a
yeah,
little bit before IPL he played some first class, not Ranji but some other match. Oh yeah, Ranji
mm,
only he might have played.
yeah,
So
yeah.
this much, like the way he has been fast tracked into the Indian team, like it's really. I mean, you should have gone with a certain Siraj, or you should have
Mm,
gone with a Shivam Dube if you want to, strengthen your squad. Then you should have gone with a Shivam Dube with a pacer, an extra
yeah.
pacer instead of a Varun Chakravarti or someone else. I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I mean, we have been going on for this a lot, that Harshit Rana is not a seam bowler, he's a hit the deck bowler. And with the
Yes,
new ball, you need someone who seams the ball. And if an Arshdeep or Shami doesn't perform, whoever is the one who is bowling at that time, then your only fallback is a Hardik Pandya. And the
that's
level of
what.
fitness Hardik Pandya has, if you bowl him the new ball as well, and come the batting collapse, and Hardik Pandya is even contributing in the batting, then considering Hardik Pandya's fitness, I won't be surprised if he gets unfit mid series, and if
Yeah.
you're making him bowl the new ball as well. So this
So
is bizarre.
assuming Arshdeep plays out of 50 overs for 10 overs he'll bowl because I know that he has that pace.
Yes.
He's young also, he can bowl. Okay.
Yeah.
Now rest 40 overs are there. You have to distribute that between Jadeja, Aksar, Varun Chakravarti if he comes in, and then you have Shami.
Hardik. Hardik also.
Shami and Hardik, five bowlers. Do you
Yeah.
think Shami can bowl 8 overs? He
I
won't be able to
mean,
bowl 8 overs. He
he's
can
never
bowl
he's never
maximum 4
bowled
to
that
5.
full quota of 10 overs in the previous two matches. I don't know in Ahmedabad, maybe he bowls, but in
Yeah,
these two matches he haven't bowled. And even after the 4 over mark, he has been tired and he has to go
he has
back to
been
the dugout.
tired. That's
Yeah.
what he has been tired. Goes back to the dugout. Then, assuming he bowls okay 4 overs. Now 36 overs left. Now 36
Hmm.
overs again between these five people. Hardik Pandya will bowl seven. I doubt he'll bowl seven.
Yeah, he has gone for
Maximum
runs
he
as
can
well.
bowl 6 overs he can bowl.
Yeah.
Then again, so what you'll depend totally on Varun Chakravarti, Aksar and Jadeja.
Yeah, and
Like 32 overs of Varun
I mean,
Chakravarti, these both.
we can bank on Jadeja. We have seen him in the past,
Yeah, but
even in the previous two matches,
yeah.
he has been very economical and he's been able to pick wicket. But there's no one supporting him because Aksar makes the team only more on his batting and not on his bowling.
Yes, true.
And if you want to get another option as a bowler, then you get a Sundar, but he does not offer that much of a promise with his bat.
True. Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know what thinking has been going around with this, because you can say that India selected better teams when Rohit Sharma has been captain in the previous
Yeah, I mean,
tournaments.
it's really, I mean, it looks like three people have made this team. Like
Yeah,
ek tera, ek mera, ek tera. Like that,
that's
three
true.
people
That's
have
true.
made. Everyone has one vote, and then they have made. I mean, it's really, it's not embarrassing, but it is. I mean, all of us have been. We have been saying that instead of Bumrah, bring back Siraj, bring back Siraj, bring back Siraj. He's
Yeah,
much more. He. In fact, I don't see him getting tired. Even up, he has bowled much more than a Bumrah in this
true,
one past
true,
1 year.
true.
He has bowled much
100%.
more, and I don't see him getting tired like a Shami and Harshit Rana gets.
True,
And
true.
he has that. I mean, if we would have utilized him much better during the World Cup final, he would have got. We would have won actually the World Cup final.
Yeah, I
No doubt,
mean,
we didn't have those runs over there, but we could
yeah,
have utilized him because the ball was swinging when he was bowling. But the
yeah. I
captain
mean,
didn't back him.
he might go for runs at the end of the innings, but he's the bowler who gets you those
Yes,
crucial wickets at the start with the new ball. And I
yes,
don't see a half-baked Shami or a Harshit Rana who's a hit the deck bowler, or maybe Ashdeep is the only one we can bank on to get few
yeah.
wickets with the new ball. Or if you have a Hardik Pandya, if any of these bowlers have an off day, then you're literally doomed. You don't have anyone to bank on.
Yes, I mean, and I can really imagine at the moment right now while we are speaking
Hmm.
what New Zealand is going to do to us spinners. Like they are really playing well. I mean, in the Tri Nation series, I mean, you can see the way. I mean, okay, subcontinent spinners are known for something like Sri Lanka,
Yeah,
India,
yeah,
and Pakistan.
yeah,
More so these two than us. Like we have got spinners, but we have just got two at the moment. Anil Kumble was there, and then Ashwin was there, and a few before. But main
yeah.
spinners
Jaddu
have been
also.
these
Jaddu also.
Jaddu also,
Yeah,
Harbhajan also. But
yeah,
main, like if we talk about spinners, it is Pakistan, Sri Lanka. They have got quality spinners. Now,
yeah,
when New Zealand is able to hit this kind of a team, I mean, you can understand like how
yeah,
they are playing spinners, and we have seen that in the Test format as well.
yeah. Definitely,
We
definitely.
have seen that the way they were even rank turners, even we have got quality spinners, but only one player was able to take that was Washington Sundar.
True, true.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So I don't know, like they should have gone with an extra pacer. It would have been very crucial and good
Yeah.
for them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it remains to see if India can pull it off with this squad. But if they pull it off from this squad, I would say that is brilliant captaincy and some mastermind of using the bowlers,
Yeah.
which will need to be happening in out in the middle there. But yeah, that's something which we can wait and see. But as for the match, which is currently going on for the US or for us, which is tomorrow, what changes do you see in the dead rubber? Because England has given up the hope. They are just here to practice, as they said, as Ben Duckett said that bilateral doesn't matter for them. They are here to
Yeah, I
practice for
mean,
the
and I
Champions Trophy,
really actually
and they
I
want to win
consider
the Champions Trophy. and they
Yeah,
don't care if they lose it 3-0. So what changes do you see India making in tomorrow's match?
I mean, I would want Arshdeep at least playing one match before the Champions Trophy. So
Hmm.
Shami or Harshit Rana sits out,
Yeah.
or Shami sits out, and yeah. And I would want to see Kuldeep Yadav one more match.
Hmm.
If he's really your first choice spinner, which we'll know tomorrow, I would
Yeah.
want him to be our first choice spinner. But
Hmm.
if he is our first choice spinner, then I would want him to be playing tomorrow. Rest the squad will be the same. It'll be just these two changes.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I mean,
sorry, Pant can come in.
yeah, yeah.
I would
That's what I
want a
was,
Pant. I would
yeah,
want a
that's what I
Pant.
was about to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, according to me, how Gautam Gambhir or Rohit Sharma would think is, yes, Kuldeep Yadav would come in for Varun Chakravarti. Yes, Arshdeep would come in for maybe a Harshit Rana, because I think Shami will be given a longer time to practice for whatever he's going to do in the Champions Trophy. And Pant will come in, but I think Shreyas Iyer will go out because he's been amongst the runs, and they would want a KL Rahul to be batting at on number 4 to get amongst the runs, so that all your batters, at least the top 5, are amongst the runs. And yeah, Pant comes in for Shreyas Iyer. That's what my pick is. And I think Akshar also goes out, and Sundar comes in for him, because Sundar will need some game time, because all your 15 would then have some amount of game time, because Yashasvi is out of the question. He's in the reserve, so he's not going to play. That's for sure. So I would say KL will bat at 4, Pant will bat at 5, and then you will have Washington Sundar after that, and Jaddu will obviously be there, and Arshdeep and Harshit Rana will go about with their business. That's what
Yeah.
I think. That's the 4 or 5 changes I think which will happen. But yeah, apart from that, it's a dead rubber. Just hope that Virat Kohli gets into form, because uh, he's the one who Pakistan really fears of. Even if he doesn't come in the form in this match, I'm definitely sure he's going to score against Pakistan, because that's what he likes to do on a bigger stage, and show Pakistan what he is. What do you think about his form?
We can say that he's getting out the same way he has been getting out.
Yeah,
More so, his reaction after got he got out was much more surprising. To
yeah.
be honest, like
That was also the same.
we could hear like over here while watching
Yeah,
that
yeah,
the voice, and he could
yeah,
not hear. It was a bit
yeah.
surprising that how
Even
can't
Rohit Sharma gave him that look. That what
yeah,
what
even he
happened?
gave him that look. So yeah, that's fair. But I mean, I don't know. Like I'll see much better in the next match. I mean, just because to give him the benefit of the doubt, like how we gave Rohit Sharma also.
Rohit Sharma the first match,
Like
yes.
one match he didn't perform, now he'll perform. So Kohli can also perform. Like he's not, or even if he doesn't perform, then we can say that he may perform in the Champions Trophy against
Yeah,
Pakistan.
yeah, yeah.
He'll regain his form, big stage, and everything.
Mm.
But that again depends upon how he gets out tomorrow.
Yeah.
If it's some, yeah, obviously, na. Like if you get out like caught like something new, then okay, I can understand. Okay, that's fine. You are going to
Mm,
play aggressive. You're not playing a natural game. You're going to play aggressive. That's fine.
mm,
But again, if you get out the same way,
mm.
fifth stump, this bold,
Yeah,
like how we go in that Haryana match, so a railways match.
yeah.
Himanshu Singh, if you get out like that, then I really think that he has. I mean, I don't want to say this, but he might be having some problem reading the length of the ball.
Mm.
I won't say, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's not reflexes or something, but reading the length of the ball, I mean, really, I really see that. Yes, I mean, he has some problem and I don't know how does he work on that. He may
Mm.
gain that during the IPL, the way
Yeah,
the IPL progresses. But
yeah.
even last year in the IPL, after the first half of the IPL,
Mm.
he had the same problem of reading lengths. The
Mm.
first half went really good, like okay, it was good 40, whatever. But in the
Yeah,
second half, he was getting out in the similar way in that first, second, third, fourth, fifth stump.
yeah.
That
Mm.
many. So in those things, he gets out either bowled or caught behind.
Mm.
So that's the thing. We'll see tomorrow how he gets out. Based on
Yeah,
that, we can say.
yeah,
But yeah, overall, let's see what happens.
yeah. I hope he gets back
Yeah,
into the form before the tournament, because it's really important that a number 3 of a side gets into the form and a kind of batter he is, he can take on to any opposition if on his day. Let's hope after
If he
after
doesn't
after
get
tomorrow.
form, then KL Rahul will be happy. If he doesn't get it, he'll
No,
may replace him in number three.
as most of the journalists are saying, there is no harm in Virat Kohli's position for at least a year or two after this in ODI cricket. So I
Absolutely.
hope that's the case. But yes, we will hope that the king comes in form tomorrow. If not, we will be here again to discuss what is going to be the future or present for him in the Champions Trophy. But that's for to discuss after tomorrow's match. So until then, please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Please chime in with your comments as well. See you in the next one. Bye bye.